Hey trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Please remember to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Wow, our very own national record holder, Omar Mcleod, over the 110-meter hurdles is making a comeback. And this comeback is very, very real because he took to the men's 100 meters earlier today and he clocked a season's best season opening run of 10.32 seconds to take the win. And this race was done in a positive zero point 0.5 meters per second wind.
Ci siamo partito 6 questa volta, ovviamente il disegno Jamaican Mcleod, attenzione, ma anche ed è ancora Mcleod, Jamaican Mcleod, 10-31,
Now, Omar Mcleod controlled this race from start to end and actually looked quite fabulous executing that 100-meter race. Now, you could tell based on his running form that, how hurdlers tend to run. They don't really look that comfortable running the 100 meters, but they're still able to execute it. That's pretty much how he looked. But this is a phenomenal start. 10.32 seconds. I remember a few weeks ago, I was grumbling, at our top athletes, top sprinters opening their season, with the same time, in and around the same time. But for a hurdler, for me, this is very, very impressive, especially the fact that Omar Mcleod again is on the comeback. And I think about as well his fastest ever race done, which was 9.99 seconds, the only athlete in history to dip below 10 seconds as a hurdler. Now, in comparison, when I look at the times and that particular race, I'm like, okay, there's a little gap. But think about it. That race was done in a positive 2.0 meters per second wind. So that 9.99 seconds got the maximum wind allowable. And this one was just a positive zero point 0.5 meters per second. So thinking about this 10.32 seconds, it's actually quite phenomenal, especially for a season opener. So I can officially announce that Omar Mcleod is definitely back and is definitely going to be contending for a spot on the team going to the Olympic Games. Now, clearly, when he heads to our national championships, he has a lot to contend with. We're talking with, the likes of Hansa Parchment. We also have Rashid Broadbell. Plus, there are also a few youngsters that are up and coming that are looking for a spot on that team. So he has a challenge ahead of him, but he can definitely get back there because guess what? He's our national record holder at 12.90 seconds. So that is well within his reach, considering again the time that he has opened up with. I'm excited to see what he'll be able to do when he gets back over those hurdles. No, interesting for me, even though I'm, hyping up this 100 meters, it's important for him to know translate this performance to the hurdles. And that's where it has been a sore spot for him in recent years. He hasn't been executing how he typically could be executing when he was, Olympic champion, world champion, world indoor champion. He's won it all, right? And then some. So he definitely has it within him to, execute, cleanly over the hurdles. And we haven't really been seeing that in recent times. I really want to say it started in 2019 is when we really saw, Omar Mcleod go downhill with his race execution over that 110-meter hurdles. So it will be interesting to see what he'll be able to do over the hurdles. He looks awesome in practice. I see him in practice all the time. And I'm like, okay, Omar, you're getting it. You look really, really great. But now I want to see you do that in competition. He started his season, he's opened up. Great. He's opened up healthy. Awesome. Now he's opened up over the 100 meters. Great. 10.32. Awesome, as I said. But now we need to see him do it over the hurdles. Now we want to see him get back to challenging the likes of a Grant Holloway. Even when Grant Holloway gets out on you, not panic. And I think that's pretty much what I thought happened in 2019. He panicked when Grant Holloway got out on him so good. Grant Holloway is typically known for his awesome starts, but you have to make sure that you maintain your composure and execute your race. Again, you're going over the barrier, so you already have those hurdles to, contend with, much less to be worrying about what anybody else is doing in their lane. So I just want him to focus on him and execute his race. I've always been speaking about the fact that Omar Mcleod, can come back, and it's great seeing him back here and running, a good time. Again, some of you may look at it and say, oh, this is a 10.32, not anything to write home about. But for me, this is great hopes for what, is likely to come. I mean, check, majority of the hurdles and what are their personal bests over the 100 meters. Granted, they don't run it frequently, I have to say, but when they do, what are their personal bests? When they have done it, what are their personal bests? So this is a solid sign for me that Omar Mcleod is back in contention and will be turning up hopefully at our national championships ready, to either reclaim, dominance in the sprints or just be part of the conversation when it comes to Jamaica's sprint hurdles and just be part of our dominant three that we'll be hopefully sending to the world championships. Because look here, if we can send two Olympic champions, two former Olympic champions, and one, vying for, the new title that is a Rashid Brabel, because I've been speaking on Rashid Brabel for years now, and I'm like, look here, once he gets it right, he's gonna be a world beater. If Jamaica can send three world beaters to an Olympic Games, I don't see a team that would be better than us. You know what I mean? Yes, there's Grant Holloway with his millions and millions of world titles at this particular point. You know what I mean? But Jamaica is definitely up there, in the rankings in terms of what we have produced already and what we can produce. We definitely have produced the goods. We produced it with Hansel, we've produced it with Omar, and we may very well produce it this year with a Rashid Brabel. So I'm excited for that. And if Jamaica can send, this type of team to the Olympic Games, it will be very much like our women's 100-meter sprint team when we call them, a wall that pretty much blocks out everybody else. If Jamaica can send such a hurdles team, we may even stand a chance of, walking away with a 1, 2, 3. We all see how to beat, Grant Holloway. You know what I mean? Rashid has done it already. Hansel has done it. The only person that hasn't done it in recent times, as I say, is Omar Mcleod, because his issue pretty much started the moment Grant Holloway got on the scene, right? So he just needs to, remain focused and executed the race. And if he can do that, then we may see a 1, 2, 3 for Jamaica in the hurdles. I believe this has probably been, achieved by United States at some particular point, maybe at the World Championships. I remember them getting a 1, 2, 3. I don't remember if it was at the Olympic Games or the World Championships, but I do vividly remember one of them, right? So with that said, Jamaica could, very well become a country that, goes 1, 2, 3 in the hurdles. And again, in the ranks like our women, when we talk about, that great 1, 2, 3, that big three heading to championships, like what we say with the women, big three, we'll say that about the men in the 110-meter hurdles. We're sending a big three, and there's no questions asked about it. They are, that caliber. So I'm excited, as I said. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. So one, Omar Mcleod starts out with the 100 meters, 10.32 seconds. What are your thoughts on the race? What do you think about his 110-meter hurdles? Will he be able to transfer this to the 110-meter hurdles, or are you waiting until you see him over the hurdles to, get a kind of gauge as it relates to how his season will progress? Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. As usual, trackies, do not forget to always like the video and, of course, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.